Well, let's take a look at what is happening in the markets, and we start off with the JSE that seemed to be struggling for direction for most of today's session, but we have seen it sinking into red territory after eking out gains yesterday. This amid it getting a mixed handover from the Asian markets amid China's industrial profits for October after they slumped at 10% year on year. So looking at the all share there, declining more than 0.5%, that coming from the financial 15 being the only index in the red there, declining more than 1%. But going in a green, in green direction is resources 10 complex there with a climb of more than 0.5% and a slight uptick on the industrial 25, just 0.02% above that flat line. Let's take a look at what is happening in the U.S. markets, and over there investors digesting the Fed's minutes that came out last night from its November meeting in which we got a rather hawkish tone from Fed Chair Jerome Powell there. Of course, it is a shortened week. It is Thanksgiving tomorrow. So ahead of that, though, we will still be getting the Fed's preferred measure of inflation, that is the PCE data coming out today. Quite a mixed picture that we are seeing over there before that holiday. The S&P 500 declining by 0.5%. The tech-heavy Nasdaq, they're shedding 0.7%, but backing that trend is the Dow with a gain of 0.5%. Let's take a look at what is happening with markets across the Atlantic. And in company news there, we did get Aston Martin, the British luxury car maker there, its shares dipping by about 5% after it seemed to have posted a full year guidance that was disappointing for investors. The CAC 40 being the bourse that is leading the losses there, declining more than 0.5%. Of course, you know that in France they are dealing with some political uncertainty. The DAX there declining almost 0.5%, and the FTSE 100 backing that trend with a gain of almost 0.5%. Let's take a look at what is happening with the currencies. Starting off with how the Rand is doing against some of the major currencies. A little bit of weakness coming through to the Rand, standing at 18 Rand 22 against the US dollar, against the pound at 23 Rand 3 cents, and against the euro at 19 Rand 21. Let's take a look at what is happening with the other currency pairs, and we start off with the euro dollar at 1.05, pound dollar at 1.26, and some strength coming through to the yen just below 152 against the US dollar. That playing out in your markets. We bring you further analysis on those moves in just a bit. Stay watching.